Hi, this is Shashi Saluna, and I'm going to talk today about the 7 veils of intimacy. So this is an incredible, not just a technique, but a kind of methodology that they say comes from the Taoist sexual arts. And it's for a couple to open up to the most incredible and rewarding intimacy they can possibly have. So what is that method? Well, the secret of this 7 veils is actually understanding intimacy in terms of levels of opening up. And these levels are, of course, the veils. So intimacy is a journey of revealing ourselves into deeper and deeper layers of our being. And this isn't something we can do just like that. So opening up isn't something that happens when somebody says, open yourself up, expose yourself, be open. That's not how we open up as human beings. We open up gradually, and we open up in accordance to when we feel safe, when we feel relaxed. Then we drop another veil, we open up another layer. So the 7 veils is like a recipe, if you like, or a journey that a couple can take together in order to access the deepest level of intimacy that is possible between them. Sometimes people say intimacy is into me see, which I really love because it is about being seen and revealing. It's connected to our deepest vulnerability, the deepest parts of our being. Now, most people that we meet in everyday life, we're not intimate with, and we show them our more outer layers. We show them our personality and the role that we have at work and so on. But we all long for this deep intimacy, to be able to drop all of our masks and be seen on a deeper level. And that's what makes intimacy so fulfilling and so rewarding. To be seen by another person like that is like such a human longing, really, that we have, a deep need to have at least one person that can see us on that deep, deep level, so we can feel really authentic, really able to be seen. So the 7 veils can be done in 7 days, 7 weeks, even 7 months, where for each period, for each day, for each week, each month, there's a different level of physical intimacy and energetic intimacy that the couple engage in. It starts on the most safe level, if you like, or the most superficial. So you can start even with just connecting with energy. What is energy? Well, even if you don't understand energy, even if you don't believe in energy, you can still work on an energetic layer through this wonderful thing we have called desire. When we desire something and just grab it and take it, it's not as powerful and potent as when we play a while with that desire. Think of 2 lovers who are seeing each other on the dance floor, and they're circling around each other and they're feeling that desire, but they're not quite touching. And what starts to happen is that this simmering energy builds up in between them, this potency. So one of the first things we want to explore is desire and longing, and how that creates this kind of tension is not the word I would most like to use, but this intensity, this potency between 2 people, this energy, that's the word I like to use. And then we can go into veils of innocent intimacy. It's really beautiful to spend time playing with connecting in more innocent parts of our body, the face, the hands. What happens if we slow down our intimacy and come back to innocent intimacy? Now, something really amazing with the 7 veils, my partner and I teach this in our couples retreats, in the tantric couple, and we've done the 7 veils retreat a few times. And sometimes we have couples who are new and just want to open up intimacy. Sometimes we have couples who've been together for 20 or 30 years. Now, what happens when you're with someone for a long time is we tend to make expectations and skip any sort of innocent intimacy. Why? Because, well, if we're already having penetrative sex, then we just kind of think, well, this is my wife, this is my partner, let's just go straight for penetrative sex again. But if we do that, we don't open up the body. And it's all too easy to just kind of get lazy in our intimacy and just go for an encounter, even when our bodies aren't that open. And then sex quickly becomes flat, it becomes boring, it can become no pleasure, no feeling in it. We find ourselves like fantasizing or even thinking about our to-do list instead of really enjoying it. And one of the main reasons that people find sex so much more pleasurable with a new partner is because with a new partner, we actually go step by step, opening each layer, each petal, each veil, step by step. And so we get this full openness. So this is what the 7 veils is all about. How to do that, even with a partner you've been with for a while, how to slow things down, how to go back to discovering pleasure just with the fingertips. So in the 7 veils, we go step by step. And my partner Shahid and I have designed exercises for each day. We do 1 day each veil on our retreats. We don't have 7-month-long retreats yet, but we come together for 7 days. And each day we give exercises for the couple to explore a different veil together. We do some exercises in the classroom so they can begin to get an idea, and then they can also go back to the privacy of their bedroom where they can explore a little bit more. And with this, it's quite incredible how couples start to feel like they're with a new partner. They discover new layers of pleasure, new layers of energy rippling through them. They feel like it's all brand new, even if they've been together for decades. And this is something that can be repeated again and again. Once you know the 7 veils, you can do it at any time. It's particularly good if you've been apart for a while. So my partner and I sometimes work in different countries and we're apart for a month or 2 and then we get back together. Now again, the mistake that many couples make is like, oh, well, we had sex 2 months ago. Now we're back together. Let's just take off all our clothes and go straight to it. But no, the body doesn't work like that. The energy doesn't work like that. Energy kind of adapts to its surroundings. And when you meet your partner again, although you know who they are, you might know them really, really well, your energy is going to take time to align again. You could be in different frequencies. Maybe one of you was in New York for a few weeks and the other was in the country in Costa Rica. You come together, this one's buzzing, New York energy, this one's like chilled in Costa Rica energy, and this buzz and this chill, they're not even matched. So we need to bring this yang and this yin and bring them into a place where there's a meeting point between the energies before we start to go into touch and into more intimacy and to go to places in our body like our erogenous zones where we really start to open up. We want to go step by step so that we can do that in a way that feels aligned, that feels totally connected, that activates a lot of pleasure and beautiful intimacy. So this is the journey of the 7 veils. It is a beautiful process going from the desire to innocent touch to exploring more. We spend some time going around the edges, going around playing with the boundaries and the edges. What happens when we run our finger right along the edges? A lot of anticipation, there's a lot of energy, a lot of build up when we play along the boundary lines rather than just getting naked and ripping it all off. What happens if we then start to slip underneath the layers and play with this? There's so many layers to explore, and these layers can be explained physically, but there's also energetics, there's also emotions, and there's this beautiful unveiling that allows us to go deeper and deeper and deeper together until we feel this deep, deep, deep meeting and union happening that's so fulfilling. So this is about the journey of the 7 veils, and you can have a look on the tantriccouple.com to find when we have a retreat in your area or somewhere in the world you might want to come to. We tend to pick really beautiful like holiday locations so that couples can take a week off from their busy lives and find someone to look after the kids and someone to look after the business and come away to a very beautiful location where you can fall in love again, feel like teenagers again, feel like you just met each other again, and have a beautiful time using Tantra to deepen your intimacy, your love life, and your experience of love together. So I hope to see you at one of our retreats.